Welcome all of you on another session of the NCERT 6th Geography, Chapter 5th, the major domain of the Earth. The surface of the Earth is a complex zone in which the three main components of the environment meet, overlap, and interact. The three main components of the environment are lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. They are overlap and interact and make the biosphere. What is the lithosphere? The solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. Do you know? The lithosphere is comprised the crust plus uppermost solid mantle. What is the atmosphere? The gaseous layer that surround the earth is the atmosphere, where oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and other gases are found. The layers of the atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. These five are the layers of atmosphere. What is the hydrosphere? Water covers a very big area of the earth's surface, and this area is called the hydrosphere. The hydrosphere comprises the water in all its form, that is ice, water, and water vapor. The water may be ocean water, sea water, river water, lake water, and all forms of water cover in the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere play an important role in the water cycle. In the water cycle, the water of the ocean and the seas are evaporated and go into the atmosphere. In the atmosphere, the temperature of the atmosphere is low, so that is condensed and come into the earth on the form of the precipitation. And on the earth, it is go through the groundwater floor. Some water are infiltration, some water are storage as a groundwater storage, and then directly or indirectly meet into the ocean. And this cycle is called the water cycle. This is the continuous. What is the biosphere? The biosphere is the narrow zone where we find the land, water, and air together, which contains all the form of the life. That means biosphere is only zone where the life is possible. What is the lithosphere and what does it comprise? The solid portion of the earth is called the lithosphere. The lithosphere comprises the rocks of the earth's crust and the thin layer of the soil that contain nutrient elements which sustain the organisms. That means the all organisms live in the lithosphere. Do you know? In the Greek language, lithos means stone and ethos means vapor and hydur means water. Bios means life. Divisions of the earth's surface. The main division of earth's surface is first continents, another one is the ocean basins. What is the continents? The large land masses are now as the continents. And what is the basins? Ocean basins. The huge water bodies are called the ocean basins. All the oceans of the world are connected with one another. Do you know? The level of the sea water remains the same everywhere, so that the elevation of the land is measured from the level of the sea, which is taken as the zero. The highest mountain peak, Mount Everest, is 8,848 meters above the sea level. The greatest depth of 11,022 meters is recorded at the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. We know that the Earth's surface has two divisions. First is continents. So there are the 7 major continents. First is Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. These are the main major 7 continents of the earth. We discuss one by one each. The first continent is the Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It covers about 1/3 of the total land area of the earth. Asia continent lies in the eastern hemisphere of the earth. The Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent. Asia is separated from the Europe by the Ural mountain on the west. The combined land masses of Europe and Asia now as the Eurasia. Do you know? The Edmund Hillary, New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, Sherpa, India, were the first men to climb the highest mountain peak, Mount Everest, on the planet Earth on 29th May 1953. Junko Tabai, Japan, was the first woman to reach the summit on the 16th May 1975. The first Indian woman to climb the highest peak on 23rd May 1984 was the Bechendripal. The second continent is the Europe. Europe is the smaller than Asia. It lies west of the Asia. The Arctic Circle passes through the Europe. Europe is bound by the water body on three sides. Africa is the second largest continent after the Asia. The equator 0° latitude runs almost through the middle of the African continent. A large part of the Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. Africa is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, the equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn pass. Do you know the Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, is located in Africa? Africa continent is bound on all sides by oceans and seas. The world's longest river, the Nile, flows through the Africa and origin from Uganda. Another continent is North America. The North America is the third largest continent of the world. It is linked to South America by a very narrow strip of the land called Isthmus of Panama. North America lies completely in the northern and western hemisphere. Three oceans surround this continent. In the north, Arctic Ocean, and in the east, Atlantic Ocean, and in the south, Caribbean Sea, and in the west, North Pacific Ocean. The fifth continent of the earth, the South America. The South America lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. The Andes, world's longest mountain range, runs through its length from north to south. The South America has the world's largest river, the Amazon. The ocean surrounded to the South America in the west by the Pacific Ocean and on the north and east by the Atlantic Ocean. This another continent is the Australia. Australia is the smallest continent that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. It is surrounded on all sides by the oceans and sea. It is called the Iceland continent. The another continent is the Antarctica. Antarctica continent is completely lies in the southern hemisphere. It is the huge continent. South Pole is at the center of the Antarctica. No permanent human settlement is found in the Antarctica because it covered permanently with thick ice sheet. Many countries have their research stations in the Antarctica. India has also their research station. These are named as Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. Hydrosphere. We know that the hydro means water. So the hydrosphere is related to the water. The hydrosphere consists of the water in all its form, as running water in the ocean and the rivers and in the lakes, ices in the glaciers, underground water and water vapor in the atmosphere all comprise the hydrosphere. Earth called blue planet because more than 70% of the earth covered with water, 29% is with land. More than 97% of the earth's water is found in the oceans and is too salty for human consumption. What is the ocean? Oceans are the major part of the hydrosphere. They are all interconnected. Three main movements of the ocean water by the waves, the tides, and the ocean current. The five major oceans are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean and the Arctic Ocean in order of their size. The first ocean is the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. It is spread over 1/3 of the earth. Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the earth, lies in the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is almost circular in the shape. Asia, Australia, North and South America surround it. The second ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean in the world. Its shape is S. It is flanked by the North and South America on the western side and Europe and Africa on the eastern side. The coastline of the Atlantic Ocean is the highly indented. This irregular and indented coastline provides an ideal location for the natural harbors and ports. From the point of view the commerce, it is the busiest ocean. Another ocean is the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country, that is the India. The shape of the Indian Ocean is almost triangular. In the north, it is bounded by the Asia, in the west by Africa, and in the east by Australia. Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean encircles the continents of the Antarctica and the extent northward to 60 degrees south latitude. The Arctic Ocean is located within the Arctic Circle and surrounds the North Pole. It is connected with the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water, known as the Bering Strait. It is bound by the northern coast of North America and Eurasia. What is the atmosphere? Atmosphere is the earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called the atmosphere. The atmosphere extends up to a height of about 1600 kilometers from the surface of the earth. The atmosphere is divided into the 5 layers based on the composition, temperature, and other properties of the layer. These layers, starting from the earth's surface, are called: the first layer is troposphere, second layer is stratosphere, third layer is mesosphere, fourth is thermosphere, and fifth is exosphere. What is the composition of atmosphere? The atmosphere mainly composed nitrogen and oxygen, which makes up to 99% of the clean dry air. Nitrogen 78% and the oxygen 21%, and other gases like carbon dioxide, argon, and other comprises 1% by the volume. Carbon dioxide is an important atmospheric gas. It is present in a small amount. It is important. It absorbs the heat radiated by Earth and thereby keeping the planet warm. It is also essential for the growth of planets. It plays an important role in the process of the photosynthesis. The density of the atmosphere varies with height. It is maximum at the sea level and decreases rapidly as we go up. Some important facts. The climbers experience the problems in the breathing due to decrease in the density of the air. The temperature is also decreased with increase in the height from the earth's surface. The air moves from high pressures to the low pressure, and the moving air is now as the wind. The oxygen is the breath of life, while nitrogen helps in the growth of the living organism. What is the biosphere? The biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water, and air. It is in this zone that life is possible, that is unique to this planet exists. There are the several species of the organisms that vary in the size from microbes and bacteria to the huge mammals. All these living organisms, including the humans, are linked to each other and to the biosphere for the survival. The organisms in the biosphere may be broadly divided into the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. The 3 domains of the earth interact with each other and affect each other in some way or other way. These 3 domains such as the lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.